Lynette, can you tell us a bit about your brand?
It's called Louise Lynette. We are selling through boutiques as well as online, and we do trade shows. And a relatively new brand, I guess, is about 3 years now.
Before you started this, I guess through your years of experience now, because it has been years, what's the one sort of tip that you might have for a founder thinking about starting their own apparel line or getting into the fashion industry?
First of all, what I would say is really do as much research as you possibly can. Just talk to people, really know deep inside that this is really what you want to do because it's not easy. Um, it takes a lot of time, dedication, commitment, takes a lot of money.
Mhm.
So I would say really check into that, what you would have available to you, because you never know what might happen. Yeah, I think those things are pretty key.
I completely agree with you across the board. There's so many ways I think to go about starting an apparel company or launching one. So many vendors. And I think there's a lot of bad players out there. There's a lot of good players out there. So to your point,
Mm,
doing real
mhm.
research and taking the time to understand who it is you're exactly working with, what their expertise is, how
Yes,
to approach things, what their values are in terms of
yes.
product development, design, manufacturing, all of the
Mhm.
time that you get that you do in that research, I think usually bodes well. What would you say is Stateless's biggest value to bringing your line to fruition and over the past couple of years in design and development?
I think, first of all, I would say I have loved working with the people. That's just been a real joy for me. And I've been so impressed with how they've delved into my thinking and my aspirations and where I wanted to go with my brand and what I really kind of wanted to see with my brand. I don't know. I just couldn't believe that, we were like looking at things and searching. At design styles, and I was even pulling things out of my closet and sharing, what I really liked about certain pieces, and they were just so open and so helpful, helping me to gather information about what I wanted and where I wanted to go with it, and it was just a wonderful experience. So.
Oh, I love to hear
Um,
that.
I guess to kind of curtail on what I was just mentioning in working with Stateless, through all the information that we were gathering, they helped to place me with a wonderful factory, which has helped to produce the kind of garment pieces that I've really wanted and really like. That's been a great experience. The communication, whether it be live on Zoom or through email, it's been extremely helpful. Expanding the brand, helping to produce, what I've really wanted. Not that
No.
it doesn't take 1, 2, or 3 samples, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't,
Mhm.
but, it's just, been a wonderful experience.
I'm so happy to hear that. And yeah, the factory finding piece of it and the building of the supply chain is so important
Yeah.
because not only is Stateless a business partner, but the factories or your supply chain, they also become business partners and invested in your
Mhm.
growth as well.
Mhm.
So, I think a lot of people are under the assumption that, oh, I can just Google a factory and the one that has the most reviews
Mm,
is the winner. And that's just not the industry at all. There's so
yeah.
many layers. So yeah, so I'm happy to hear that, you're happy with your supply chain and that you feel like they're supporting your business and your even scalability as well. Um,
Yes, yes, exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us.